So this week we're playing kitty concerts here in Orlando, and on the sixth time through playing the Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony for the kiddies out there in the audience, it occurs to me that this would be a really good beginner piece for the Automaton. And so here I am later on that same night with my Automaton out, ready to teach how to play Ode to Joy on the Automaton. Ode to Joy has a higher tessitura. That's the pitch range in which most of the notes are located, than either Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or Amazing Grace, which means that your fingers are going to be closer to each other, and placing them a millimeter out of place will make you sound more out of tune. But on the other hand, you're only going to have to shift out of the main position once. So we'll start with the main position, which has, remember, finger 1 is index, finger 2 is middle, finger 3 is ring, and finger 4 is pinky. Finger 1 goes on the D above middle C. That's this note. Finger 2 goes on the E above that, which is this note. Finger 3 is going to cover two different notes. First, the F sharp, and also the G. So try and find both those notes a couple times because you're going to have to transition between them. F sharp, G. These are both threes. 3, 3, 3. And finally, the fourth finger hits this A, which is A440, the tuning note. So if you're using a tuner, that's what you'll be hearing. It's going to be your 4. So let's go up and down in that position a time or two. 1, 2, 3, other 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1. The other position you're going to do is you're going to need to find the other A, one octave below this A440. And you're actually going to jump down to it. So you sort of need to feel out where you are relative to the note flag here, and just where you are on the neck. And this is something that, as you get better at playing the Automaton, you'll develop a feeling for. But at first, it's going to be a little awkward to find this note precisely. You can slide down to it if you want to. I'm not going to in the video, but that will be easier for you to find it until you get to the point where you can start to jump. You will be able to slide out of it, though. So those are the main positions, and now I'm going to go to walking you through the piece. All right, so find your position. We're going to start in the lower of the two threes. Here's 1, 2, lower 3, higher 3, 4. And some of the time you may have to listen for which 3 I'm playing. I may not always call out lower or higher. So we start on the lower 3. Lower 3, again, higher 3, 4, 4 again, higher 3, lower 3, 2, 1, again, 2, 3, again, and now a pair of 2s. A 3 is next, second 3, now go to the higher 3, 4, 4 again, 3, lower 3, 2, 1, 1 again, 2, 3, 2, and a pair of 1s. That's the first half. You can repeat that if you want to on here, otherwise I'm going to go through the first half again slightly faster now. So if I run too fast for you here, just go back and repeat the previous part. 3, 3, other 3, 4, 4, 3, other 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, and a pair of 2s. 3, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and a pair of 1s. Whoops! It turns out I lied a little bit about the fingerings because I forgot to play the whole tune through before I told you how to finger it. For this second part, you're going to be using the same position for the first 3 fingers given the lower of the 2 notes for 3. That is this note for 3. But a couple times you're going to play this note with a 4 instead of a 3. And there's a technical reason why we do this. When we have to move quickly, we want to be using different fingers to play each note when possible. Like, if I want to go really fast and I want to play that with a 3 and a 4, I'm actually bringing my 4th finger up and down really fast to do this. It doesn't come out very well in the video. If I tried to do that sliding 3, that's as fast as I can go. And when you're starting out, it's going to be, both speeds are going to be slower, but it'll still be true that if you play 3-4-3, you can go faster. The reason in the first part where I had you play both of these with 3 is that the higher up you go the fingerboard is pretty far up. Even farther, you're going to have notes that are too close together to be easy to play with 2 different fingers, and it's going to be easier to pick up the same finger and put it back down, or slide the finger around. So that's why it's the da-da-da notes come slower in the first part, and so they're better to do with the same finger. Here they come a little faster, and so for a little while it's going to be better to use 2 different fingers to do them. Finally, here's me playing the piece 2 times through so that you can play along with me at more or less a full speed. I'm going to play in the same octave as you the first time so that you can hear and play the same notes I do. The second time through, I'm going to go up the octave, and that's going to make it a little clearer for you to hear if you're managing to play the same pitches as me or not. So, I'm also, when I go up the octave, I'm mostly going to play with the same fingers. So if you want to try to go up the octave to this pitch, you can do so. It's going to be harder to play it in tune, but if you can do it, great. So here goes. I'm going to give a little introduction like would happen in the symphony, and I will cue you in when it's ready to start. Here. Good job! Thanks for watching.